Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I am Adam, just in the car, out in the rain. As you can hear, the rain in the roof right now. Manchester United have drawn 0-0 with Chelsea. Absolutely gutted by that result, I am. And I'll tell you why I'm gutted by that result. Because I feel like we should have won that game today. I really do. That was an opportunity for 3 points for Manchester United. We're yet to win any of our home fixtures in this season, which is dreadful for Manchester United. We need to be turning Old Trafford back into a fortress. We've had a pretty good year against them over the years, but today I felt like we got it wrong from the start. I felt like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got his selection wrong from the start. I really did feel like he got the selection wrong. For me, picking Daniel James on that left wing position wasn't the right decision for this game. Obviously, you may say that's the only decision he could have made. Edinson Cavani maybe not being available or up for this game, maybe not being fit enough for this game, but I felt like Edinson Cavani should have started Marcus Rashford on the left, Mason Greenwood on the right, or Juan Mata on the right, or whatever. But I felt the decision today to go with Daniel James and Juan Mata on the wing when we were playing against a team that were driving forward and pushing forward and attacking Manchester United, we should have been looking to do something different. And I felt like we got the selection wrong today. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was rightly praised after the Paris Saint-Germain game, but today I felt like his team selection was incorrect. But nevertheless, we still had our opportunities to win that game. Now, in the first half, you could say Chelsea, they should have had a penalty for a foul by Harry Maguire on Cesar Azpilicueta. It wasn't given. VAR didn't look at that. They didn't look at the decision not to give the penalty, and therefore Chelsea didn't get a penalty. So the penalty decision wasn't given. We got a little bit fortunate from that. There was a look at a penalty decision from a foul on from Thiago Silva and Marcus Rashford. I don't feel like that was ever a penalty though, so I can understand why that one was not given. But overall today, our performance wasn't good enough until we made those substitutes in the second half. In the first half, it wasn't good enough. Chelsea dominated most of the possession. Chelsea had most of the ball. There was a few moments where Manchester United maybe could have done better from, maybe could have got a goal from, but ultimately we didn't. And in the first half, if anyone was going to score, it was going to be Chelsea. In fact, I feel like if Chelsea played well, they probably would have scored. Chelsea didn't play well today. And for all of the signings, for all of the players, for all of the money that they've spent, it didn't really reflect on the player and the game that we were seeing. Today in this game, United got it wrong in the first half. The 4-2-3-1, McTominay, Fred with Bruno ahead of them, James and Mata out wide. It wasn't giving us the opportunity to create enough chances. We weren't getting enough opportunity to create chances. Mata weren't getting on the ball. James was getting on the ball, but just running into dead ends, running into alleys. It wasn't good enough from those in those positions. Second half, we actually changed it up a little bit when we brought on Paul Pogba, when we brought on Edinson Cavani. I thought that was when we looked like the better team. And that was the team I probably would have started with. Now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer probably had his hands tied behind his back a little bit in the sense that he couldn't pick that team because Edinson Cavani wasn't fully fit, because, you know, Mason Greenwood's had whatever issues, or he's had a niggling injury or whatever. He wasn't in the team. So maybe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer couldn't pick the players that he wanted to play. We've seen Paul Pogba's coming back from Corona, coming back from poor form, coming back from a lack of fitness. But today, I felt like he should have started maybe. I thought Fred and McTominay did well with what they had to do in that midfield area. But I didn't feel like we needed both of them in there today. I felt there were opportunities when McTominay got on the ball and his forward passing wasn't good enough. And I was just sat there thinking, imagine that was Paul Pogba that was getting on that ball and looking to play the forward passes. It maybe would have been a little bit different. So I thought today, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got his first 11 selection wrong in terms of the players that we picked. And then in the second half, when we did change it up, Edinson Cavani nearly scores with his first touch. Marcus Rashford draws a great save out of Mendy. We see the same happening with everybody else as well. In that, we see, we're looking good when they came on the pitch. Everyone looked better, but it wasn't good enough in the end. It wasn't good enough. The changes were too little, too late. I thought the best players for us today were Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Victor Lindelof, I thought, played well today as well. But outside of that, I don't think it was good enough. I don't think it was good enough. Pogba, Cavani looked okay when they came on, but I don't think it was good enough overall from Manchester United today. And it definitely wasn't good enough for the 3 points. So we've dropped 8 points from our first 3 home games already this season. You'd be looking to be dropping about that much in a whole campaign at home, but we've already dropped 8 points at home this season. That, quite frankly, isn't good enough, and we need to turn that form around. But yeah, what, you didn't think Aaron Wan-Bissaka played well today? I thought he was one of our better players today, particularly defensively. I thought he did his job. I thought he got on the ball. I thought Victor Lindelof was very good today as well. I think there was times when Maguire looked like he had a mistake in him, but I thought Victor Lindelof was a lot better. You know, we looked better when we made the substitutes. Thought Donny van der Beek would have been good to see him coming on the field. Alex Tellers would have been good to see them coming on the field. But maybe there's something in the fitness. Maybe there's something in them. I don't know. But today wasn't good enough. When we made the changes, it was too little, too late. And, you know, Cavani, Mason Greenwood, should they have started? In my opinion, yes. Don't think Daniel James is good enough for Manchester United. I definitely don't think he's good enough to be starting these kind of games against Chelsea. And overall, massively disappointed about that. Massively disappointed with that. Was on the kickoff today, which was good fun. The reason I'm doing this in my car is because I had to get out of the studio because of the fact that they went on with the UFC, which I'm unfortunately missing at this moment in time. But we are heading back home now, getting home. We'll get, I was going to say I'll watch match of the day, but probably not after that 0-0 draw. Look, you can draw with Chelsea. You know, I think you kind of half expect to maybe drop points against Chelsea in the campaign. But when you've already dropped 6 points at home, dropping 8 points out of your first 9 at home isn't good enough. And our performances away from home haven't been the problem. Well, the results away from home haven't been the problem. Maybe in the back, you know, just annoyed, and it was a boring game as well. And I feel if we started the right team today, they were there to be got at, but we didn't. So frustrated, but there you go. Edinson Cavani was at least a positive, and so was Paul Pogba when they came on. So there you go, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, keeping it locked to AdamMcKola TV, all that jazz. And for now, I'm going to get out of here. But thank you for tuning in. See you in a bit.